Would you be a pizza delivery driver? You. I want to know. And have you ever been a pizza delivery driver? Me personally, I've done deliveries before. I actually think it's fun being a delivery driver. I do. I liked it. I like being a delivery driver. I just think it's fun. I think it's one of the most free jobs. You're active, you're on your feet, you're not just sitting at a desk all day. And I don't know, you're doing a good service, right? Like you're helping the supply chain within your city usually. And I think it's fun. I don't know. I had a good time when I was a delivery driver, but I guess it's not the same. Let's watch a couple of these stories and see what's going on.
Receiving a pizza delivery guy assaulted and robbed of a violent crime caught on camera in an upscale Houston neighborhood inside the loop.
Yeah, residents in the Glendower subdivision are horrified by what happened here. Matt Doherty talks with the man whose security cameras recorded the crime. Matt's at HPD headquarters tonight. Matt, this guy didn't even order a pizza.
No, he didn't. Police believe that this was orchestrated by the robbers. It was a setup. They said they ordered the pizza to be delivered to this random address where they were already there waiting.
This has been a safe neighborhood for all my life, so it's kind of sad that it's changed.
Michael Olson grew up in this home in the Glendower Court subdivision. He has lived here literally his entire life. And in the more than 60 years that he's been here, he's never seen anything like what happened on Saturday night.
I was awakened by the doorbell ringing, my dog barking. I went to the front door. There were two HPD police officers.
Michael wasn't sure what they wanted. It was 1 o'clock in the morning.
They asked me if I had ordered a pizza, and I said, no, I've been sleeping. And they said somebody ordered a pizza from this address.
Then the officers explained to Michael what happened. He immediately went inside to check his security camera video.
I was horrified when I saw the video of what had happened.
In the video, you see the Papa John's
They got the video.
driver pull up outside Michael's home. Then out of the shadows, two men converge on the driver from either side. Then, unexpectedly,
The taller guy on the left just head slams him in the neck.
Wow.
You can see his neck just wobble.
then the driver's held at gunpoint while he's robbed. In less than 1 minute, the suspects steal the driver's money, his car, even the pizza. A few hours ago, we stopped by the Papa John's location on South Shepherd where the driver works. I asked the manager about the incident, but he said he had no comment. I asked if he could at least tell me how the driver's doing, and again, he said no comment.
Really?
Now, police say that they're still searching for the suspects behind this vicious attack. If you want to take a look at that video one more time, you can go to our website. Hey.
We don't need to see the video again. Wow. They took the pizza too. So the criminals don't even have good taste because Papa John's pizza is at the bottom. Like, they used to be good. They changed. Like, after Papa got in trouble, I think he was, using like some racial slurs or something like that, and they had to remove Papa. Then they tried to replace him with Shaq. Y'all remember that? Maybe like 6-7 years ago, Shaq took lead as the spokesperson and head figure for Papa John's. And I don't know, I feel like they did something with their pizza around that time. They tried to rebrand everything, and they even changed the quality of their pizza, and it's not been good ever since. We got some more videos to go through. Let's check them out.
It's been more than a week since a pizza delivery driver was robbed and run over by a car in Akron. Nobody's been arrested, and now there's a reward of up to $2,000 to find the person responsible. News 5's Bob Jones spoke with the victim today as she continues to cope with both the physical pain and the emotional scars from what happened that night.
All right,
So
let me
this
adjust the
whole
sound
leg,
on that.
I'm pretty sure the tire went over it completely because it's bruised on both sides.
8 days have passed, but the bruising on both of Cassie Kuss's legs and feet are still prominent.
Oh, yeah. So I have like a big bruise right here.
Okay.
It's pretty big.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
A large wound to her side is gruesome, so we're blurring it. The injuries are reminders of the horrifying ordeal Cassie endured while simply trying to do her job.
Nothing was broken, but everything definitely feels like it's broken.
On April 15th, Cassie was trying to deliver a pizza on Sheridan Avenue in Akron. She left the car running as she walked up to the house, a decision she now regrets.
We've all made that mistake on leaving it running.
Suddenly, Cassie saw two men jump into the Domino's vehicle, a Kia Soul. Instinctively, she ran, tossed the pizzas on the car, punched the man behind the wheel, and grabbed him by his hoodie and backpack. You were yelling, punching,
Yeah.
doing everything to stop him.
Yeah, I was trying to pull him out of the car.
Cassie says the car went in reverse, she fell off, and then was run over.
I just remember falling to the ground and the tire going over me. After that, it's very cloudy. I remember, you know.
Yeah, I adjusted it a little bit so the audio could pick up. Sorry about that first video. The visuals probably spoke enough though. Y'all didn't miss much in the first video. We still got two more. I'll make sure the audio's good on this one. I got y'all. I got you, Lola.
Crying and.
It was a black Kia.
What?
It was a Domino's car.
Akron police responded to Cassie, badly injured in the streets, as she described what happened.
Or
was it an SUV? Okay, hold on.
Police found the car less than a half-mile away, but many of Cassie's belongings are still missing.
My purse, my wallet, my social, my ID, all my cash from my deliveries that week.
More than a week after the robbery, Akron police have not made any arrests and only have limited descriptions of the two suspects. Summit County Crime Stoppers is hoping to generate leads, now offering a reward up to $2,000.
I definitely appreciate that. It's very scary knowing they're still out there.
We're pleading for the public to help us with this on this case. We don't have a lot of information, and it's very important because we don't want these people to victimize someone else in our community.
Because of her ongoing pain, Cassie is using crutches to get around. She says Domino's has been supportive of her, but she's not sure if she'll go back to delivering pizzas.
It really depends on how, you know, mentally if it takes toll mentally and physically. And
Cassie is grateful she wasn't hurt even worse and hopes those who robbed and ran her over are brought to justice.
I really want them caught. It's very scary.
Yeah, and one of the worst things about, you know, a lot of these crimes is when the criminals get away and they're just out there in the loose and they're never held accountable for their actions and you don't even know who did it to you. A lot of people have issues with just having closure, right? A lot of people just want to know what happened, who did it, why. And it gives a lot of comfort to the victim. You know, and in this situation, you know, this woman was out just, you know, working a normal job, and you know, these people took advantage of her at her vulnerable point. I'm an advocate though personally for women to carry firearms just because of the, you know, the physical. I would say that the physical difference with what most of these robbers are going to be men. You know, women that commit crimes like this, it's usually more like, well, you know, they're not committing like physical crimes. It's more like theft by swindle and all that type of stuff. You know, for the women though, like, man, y'all gotta get your CCWs, and especially if you're doing a job like this, or maybe just even in normal life, and you know, have an equalizer to protect you in this situation, because, you know, some of the men out there, they're going to be a little bit more likely to be able to protect themselves, but, you know, she's not going to have that opportunity with the body that she has. All right. We got two more. Let's check them out.
Drivers duped. Quincy police say two criminals.
It's a lot of
orchestrated a
people getting
scheme
robbed.
to steal cars from pizza shop employees who were just doing their jobs. Julie McDonald spoke to one of the victims.
Mama Bear's Kitchen for Piggery. At Mama Bear's Kitchen in Quincy, customers can count on a meal made with heart and hard work. A team of 2 keeps this place running, preparing and delivering orders until 3 a.m.
We're cooking, we're cleaning, we're jumping in the car, and we're making the deliveries. We just roll with the punches and call it a day.
But one of those so-called punches hit hard this weekend.
Once I saw them running at the car, I knew what was happening.
After a busy Sunday serving up food for people watching the Pats game, Paul Bates was delivering an order to Southern Artery around 11 o'clock.
As I turned around, there was two hooded people, all dressed in black COVID surgical masks on and everything. And I swore at them and asked them what they were doing, and they jumped right in the vehicle and off they went.
Those suspects had called in the fake.
You see the difference, though. You see the difference. The man, he was like, "You back over here," and they was like, you know, I don't think we're gonna try to attack this guy. He's a little bit bigger. He got the bald head. He might have served time in the military at some point. He got a stern, hard voice. He's got a bigger, heftier body. I mean, look at him. You know, he'll definitely fight with you. He's not just going out like that. So they hurried up and took off. They seen him and they said, nah, we gonna get up out of here. We just gonna take your car and that's gonna be the end of it. But, you know, and that's one of the cowardice things with some of these people. It's like, if you are gonna have smoke, have it equal across the board. You know, don't beat the women up. But then when you got a big, strong dude that's ready to go at you and take both of y'all on at the same time, then y'all scurry off like mouse, like mice.
All dressed in black COVID surgical masks on and everything. And I swore at them and asked them what they were doing, and they jumped right in the vehicle and off they went.
Those suspects had called in the fake order, and investigators say the same thing happened to a different pizza place over Labor Day weekend.
You're not here to make millions, but you're here to make a buck and make, you know, to live, you know, and survive. You know, you have family, he has family, causes anxiety, you know. Now you always have to watch your back.
Bates had the key fob in his pocket, so after a long joyride on a full tank of gas, the car was found a day later dumped at the mall. Quincy police are reminding business owners and all drivers to stay alert, lock cars, and limit how much cash you carry. Back at Mama Bear's kitchen, they've borrowed a car to make deliveries until they know theirs is safe to drive.
We try to stay on top of things, so. And this kind of puts a wrench in the works, but.
Because that's part of the business, you know, the show must go.
And they're just a mom and pops, too. They're not even a franchise. They're not like a Pizza Hut or a Domino's or a Papa John's or Papa Murphy's or whatever, although I don't think they deliver. But Papa Murphy's is weird. You got to bake your own pizza. And their pizza's not really that much cheaper. You would think if you had to bake it, like, you get a little bit more of a deal. This might be the same story, but let's watch and see what we got.
Delivery drivers have been driving right into a sneaky trap. The owner of the pizza shop behind me, Mama Bear's Pizza, says it happened to one of her
Mama
drivers.
Bear's.
So here's how this scam is working. Quincy police say that thieves are calling in fake orders and then stealing the delivery drivers' cars when they arrive with the food.
You got a Dodge Durango.
This is damage to one of the stolen cars, which has since been recovered. The driver says the suspects crashed it after taking
Smoked out headlights. He loved his car. And they just, damn, look, you got the smoked out headlights. Rims is clean on it. Good tires. White on white.
the stolen cars, which has since been recovered. The driver says the suspects crashed.
That's the new model, too. You see it got the USB-C outlets in there. That's at least. Yeah, he got the ventilated or heated seats, heated steering wheel, push to start. He got a lot of options in there. Wonder if he's got the Hemi under the hood. Got sport mode on there. He can hit the sport mode up. That's at least the 2021. That's at least a 2021 Dodge Durango. I can't tell the exact model. It could be a GT. It could be a RT. He driving that, but delivering pizzas. And don't get it wrong. If you get a lot of tips, these jobs actually pay quite well. Don't be trying to, he's a delivery driver. Like, people think they don't make bank. Trust me. You can make bank being in any type of service industry if you know how to collect tips. Pizza delivery is a little bit different because you don't get a lot of time to interact with the customer as if like you're a waitress or, you're a server or something like that, or like a Uber driver or something like that, then you're able to kind of manipulate and, work your way into the customer and get a better rapport with them. But you can make really good money being a pizza delivery driver. Don't get it twisted. He ain't got a 2021 for no reason.
After taking off, he didn't realize what was happening until it was too late.
They were completely blacked out, sweatpants, black sneakers, black shirts.
So he talked to multiple news outlets. They're getting the word out.
Hoodies, black nice things to them.
Quincy police say this has happened twice in the past week. They're still looking for those thieves.
Still looking for the thieves. So, look, this is all recent. These stories are all within the last week. I don't even think that long ago. I mean, this one by itself is what? This is 8 hours ago. So this just happened last night. So it's not safe right now as we speak. So anybody that's a delivery driver of any sort, pizzas, Jimmy John's, you slanging Jimmy John sandwiches throughout the streets, just be careful. Watch your surroundings. If I can give any type of advice, I will just say this. And I don't know if the policy at your job may be different, so you might want to check with your boss. But I would say you probably want to carry if you're doing a job like that. You probably want to conceal and carry if you're doing a job like that. If not, at least have some type of weapon, a blade or something, pocket knife, something you can get them off you. I wouldn't say fight with them if they already got the drop on you. You probably want to just avoid it if they're not trying to injure you and they're just taking your car. Probably just let your car get taken if you're in that situation. However, if they're trying to attack you like they did the first woman, at that point, do whatever you need to do to defend yourself and get back home to your family. And that'd be one thing I would advise. Secondly is do not leave your vehicle running. Do not leave it unlocked. I know it's a daunting process because the last thing you want to just hop in, hop out. But you're dealing with people that oftentimes are slow to get up and get to the door and meet you. And you go to apartment buildings, they got all kind of security doors and you got to buzz codes and walk up 8, 9 flights of steps. Even at houses, they take a long time. And so I would say always just get into the practice. It's going to add on probably about 2 to 3 minutes onto a trip, possibly, give or take. But take your keys with you. Shut your car off, lock your door, and be aware of your surroundings. If something don't feel right, then just leave. Trust your instincts, all right? And never trust anybody that's walking around in all black with masks, and let them know that you're gullible and you're just saying hi and you got a big smile on your face. Let them know that you're aware that they're right there, and make sure you got your head on a swivel. And if they're behind you, you might just want to walk backward with your pie. So